What's going on, everybody? Welcome back, or I guess welcome me back in a sense. I'm sorry I haven't had a video in so long. So here's the deal. I am clearly working full-time now. Got the old company truck here, which actually I'm gonna go get an oil change on today when we go to the shop and see some progress that I've made on the Civic. But they've been really screwing me and sending me out of town. So I've been actually up in North Carolina in Charlotte, building a lazy boy up there. So I've been building that building. I've been there 2 weeks, and actually what really sucks even worse is I'm gonna make this video in between the time that I go back up there. So by the time you guys are seeing this video, I'm probably gonna release it the same night tonight that I'm making it. It's Friday, and I gotta go back up there on Sunday until Christmas. I get Christmas Eve and Christmas off. Then the week after Christmas and the first week of January, I'm actually going back up there. Right now, at this point in my life, work's coming first. And of course, it's going to for a while. But I will tell you this. Casa de Kyle is no longer going to be my parents' house anymore. My parents' garage. Casa de Kyle is actually going to be in Buford now. And I'm actually closing on Tuesday on a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house that you guys will be seeing. I'm gonna be moving my whole setup in there, and it's gonna be a super sick garage, and I cannot wait to take all y'all with me. But for now, I gotta close on that house. I'm gonna remodel the floors and remodel the I mean, it's gonna be like a halfway remodel. It'll be floors, paint. I'm gonna do new windows, window sills, you know, typical stuff, yard work, stuff like that I'll bring you guys along on. I know you probably don't want to see that because this is a car channel, but I also build things for a living, literally. So, but I'm in commercial construction, so slightly different. But my point with that is that I'm going to be settled down here, probably early to mid-January, and we'll really start being able to grind some content out for you. Because that's really what I want to do. I really want to make you guys plenty of cool content, plenty of fun content. But for now, they're sending me all over the place to go build buildings in different states. Like, for example, my brother's in Pensacola building a car wash right now, and he's been there for like 8 weeks. So it's pretty rough for me and him right now, but I mean, it'll pay off. But now that we got that out of the way, I'm going to head over to the shop right now. We're gonna do an oil change on this truck, probably off camera, because who cares about the old 5.3 liter? So what I'm really excited to show y'all is all the progress right before I left for North Carolina for the first time, all the progress that I've actually made on the Turbo Civic, and also I've had some other guys working on it outside of me, like relocating the battery and stuff. So we're actually gonna head over to the shop right now and check all that kind of stuff out. It'll only be like 1 second for you guys and a lot for me. Here we go. And just like that, we are at the shop. Ooh, checking out my boys. So this is my boy's just disgustingly dirty GTR. Like, actually, it's like, oh, wait for it. Oh, it's so dirty. But this one makes like, I think high 600s. This is a bolt-on E85 car. And he just actually replaced the fuel line because the E85 does things to fuel lines that nobody likes. I almost actually bought this Evo. This is his Evo too. You guys may have seen it before, but it's like just such a clean Evo 9. Oh. Anyways, I've been knocking off some stuff off the list off camera, just because I don't have enough time. I gotta go back to North Carolina. The only thing stopping us from starting this thing is going to be the electronic boost solenoid, vacuum lines, and the IAT sensor, but you can start it without an IAT sensor, just can't tune it. The things that I've knocked out today have been both grounds, you know, right and left side of the block. Battery has been relocated. I've actually gutted a lot of the car. I've been working on that a lot, taking the radio out, taking a lot of wiring out to drop some weight. And instead of doing all of the gauges on the driver's side pillar, I'm really thinking where the radio hole is for this thing to put like an aluminum or carbon fiber plate and then put all 3 gauges in there. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and walk around the car right now, and I'm gonna show y'all everything that I've gotten done. It looks a whole lot different. I'm still not done gutting the interior yet, but we got the battery relocated, like all the wiring relocated. I haven't mounted the box yet because I wanted to make sure I didn't just put a self-tapper straight through the straight through the gas tank. So I want to double check things like that, and we'll probably just put a battery in it first, and then it's just the little tiny things that are just taking forever because I'm in North Carolina. So as you can see here, battery relocated, ground, I always just do the ground right there, relocated it all the way from the front, running all the way through there, through the firewall. I got the box from it. This is from Summit Racing, by the way, so it's got a really nice box, like fire resistant or acid resistant, whatever you want to call it, probably everything. And then I've gutted everything out of the back, as you can see. We're still going to do a cage, by the way. So as we walk in here, check out what we got. Oh, all right, so I went ahead and did the hybrid racing shifter without y'all off camera, and I got it fully adjusted to the correct position. So literally click, click. The gears are so short and so smooth. I mean, they're like, it's a really clicky gear shift, but it's like when it goes in, it's going in. So as far as gauges go, we were thinking about doing them up here, right? And I think this whole thing's gonna come off and we're gonna be all bare metal basically for this car. And I still gotta do new steering wheel also, but we're going to do them here. And then I was just like, dude, what if we mount one gauge up top, one gauge up top, one gauge right in the middle? It'd be so sick looking. So the last things that I've done today is gotten this side ground on. You can't really see it right now, but there's a ground right here that I mounted to the transmission, and then another one right up here. You guys should know these grounds by now, at least. I've taken them off so many times. Got those grounded. We also have got a belt. I put a belt on it. It took forever to figure out what exact size because for some reason the OEM one wasn't fitting right. So I went ahead and just started picking sizes out at Advanced Auto Parts, and this is what we got. So here is a better look from the front side of the car of how this was done. Wired this big ol', I believe, 0 gauge wire into where the old one went. It worked out pretty well, looks pretty clean. Ran it back up behind the master cylinder through the firewall. So that all looks pretty good. I still got it, ordered the IAT sensor. It is on order. So another huge issue that I knocked off the list was, well, first of all, somebody had snapped the 4-bar, so it didn't have an O-ring in it. So now I got a little O-ring in it and got a brand new one from Speed Factory, of course. But the underlying issue here was that in order to fit the 4-bar, we shaved off this right here and put a piece of tape over it, but some aluminum still fell into the intake, right? So, which is why I have this off still. I still gotta wrap things up in here. But I ended up taking the whole manifold off and vacuumed out everything and brake cleaned out everything in there, so it's a perfectly clean manifold, so we don't just blow a bunch of metal shavings into our motor. So I just wanted to make a little short video before I head all the way back to North Carolina, because that's gonna suck again, on the progress that I've made on this thing. I'm not gonna make any progress on it until Thursday, Friday this coming week, and we're aiming to start this thing on Friday of this coming week. So you guys will see this video and then wait a week, and hopefully I'll be back in time to where we can start it. We can throw it, well, we have to throw a tune on it, you know, a little base map of some sort, because it's got 2200cc injectors, but we gotta basically throw a little tune on her and start her up on Friday and hope for the best. Thank you all for being understanding. Go down below, click that subscribe button, comment, and we're gonna start this bad boy next week. I'll catch you guys then.